Release by command available.
Turn it on.
President 21 release by command available at.
Rescue 21.
Was that camera?
Release by command available.
Yeah, it's ready. Keep that back.
President 21 release by command available at.
Rescue 21.
Well, everybody up front.
Yeah.
Was that camera?
Release by command available.
Yeah, it's ready. Better today than our normal. Keep that back.
President 21 release by command available at.
Rescue 21.
Well, everybody up front.
Yeah.
Was that camera?
Release by command available.
Okay. Yes.
No, when we're ready at 6:30.
That's control story for you.
Uh-huh.
We had a mouse running across Station 2 was years ago,
Uh-huh.
and the guy who lived there, I was there, Justin Doty,
Uh-huh.
picks up this garbage can and throws it across the station and mails it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That sounds like a Doty thing.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Sound is not working.
No, that's just a mouse. It was just a mouse. I was probably a mouse.
This should turn blue, right?
Yeah, I think it's hold it. There you go.
Order, pension board meeting. We will welcome everyone and start with the pledge of allegiance, please.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For the pension board, Mr. Primer,
Yes.
Niffy,
Here.
Garrett,
Here.
Steve, Garrett, here. And Nick. Additions or deletions to the pension board agenda. Dave, got anything to add?
No.
Okay. Are there any conflicts of interest of the board related to any agenda item? Okay, none. Approval of the February 22nd meeting minutes.
6 months ago, they were
Yeah,
sent out.
it was about 6
I
months
didn't
ago.
send them out again,
Yeah.
so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Approval of the February 22nd meeting minutes.
I'm going to approve the 22nd, the minutes from the 22nd February meeting.
I second.
Dave, are you looking for something? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm looking
Okay, all in favor of approving those minutes? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, through. There's no old business. Under new business, you have the discussion of the annual employer contribution. Dave,
Annual contributions,
annual employer contribution.
under the annual employer contributions, we are self-sufficient. You know, I did notice that they're putting in $1,200 a month for Kyle into a volunteer program where he is a paid fire department. And we are a volunteer contract with the FPPA.
That's a separate, it's for the separate pension, so you probably see it under FPPA still, but it's a separate pension program.
It's separate, so they're putting it into that one fund, so I guess it all goes into one big fund anyway.
That might be the case.
But you are listed on our program.
It should be probably listed as a member, but it's under a completely separate.
Okay, that's needed to be clarified. And
Okay.
So that's where NIFI's confusion is under the matching funds. So if you go that route under the paid side, you probably have to apply for your matching funds on the paid side, not on the volunteer side. And that's not up to me.
How many members have you got on FPPA?
We have 8 drawing members.
8 drawing members.
Yep. And then we do have a contract that needs to be signed. I thought I had it in. I know it's in here. I stacked everything up and now I don't know where it is. So we have to renegotiate, or not negotiate, it's just that the FPPA wants to upgrade all their records and we need to re-sign a new contract. And I seem to have lost.
Take a minute.
Yep, I've got it right here.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
So here's the contract we need to upgrade and sign. And I need to send it back to FPPA.
Okay, who needs to sign it? Those.
Well, we need to make sure it's agreeable to everybody. The
Oh, I
pension board
see.
has to
I
sign it.
see. Okay, do you want to email this to all the board members to review, or you want us to look at it right now?
I'd like for you to look at it right now.
Can you read it or is it difficult for you? Dave,
Um,
is it hard to read out loud? So we don't, you probably don't have.
It's 3 pages long. We can read
I
it.
did read it before. It's pretty generic. Just says that they can invest the money and they're not liable for stuff.
Yep.
I would say I have no problem. I've read it before.
I would move that,
Yeah, just take a minute.
I would ask that we get it distributed.
Isn't that what's always been done?
It's just upgrading.
Yeah.
We already have the same agreement. They've just probably changed a few words in it. So,
It basically says that they're investing the money, they're doing the best job they can, but if they lost the money, they're not liable for it. Just like a stockbroker or a money manager. Might say some other things too. I have a question. So Kyle, you're on a quasi different thing, right?
Correct, it's a different.
So if they lose the money, is it all the money? Are they losing yours too? Or are they just losing volunteer money or?
So
It's a great question, right?
that is a good question, because it goes in, I think it's all goes in through like a fidelity management program. And that's a good question. I think if it's, because my contributions isn't part of defined benefit, but when they have it as part of defined benefit, which is like the volunteer program is, or if you're on a paid defined benefit program, I think it's all the same. So I think that's correct.
I would think that they collectively have lost the money for everybody or nobody.
I mean, I honestly, I think that's something where we could ask and get the information on that. Generally speaking, accounts aren't allowed to be commingled, but if they're going through a Fidelity investment and they lost the money, no matter what accounts they're in, they probably lost all the money, and and then if they lost that money, then I think we have bigger problems.
We have bigger problems.
So,
yeah, if the stock market goes to put, we're all screwed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the people down there, they are retired. A lot of them are retired firefighters. And they're keeping a very good track of everything of the money, and they do invest very well. That's why our program is surviving quite well. There was a downturn at one time, but they had enough slush in there that they managed to keep it going. And they're still doing quite well through the downturns.
You're fine with it? And I'm fine with it.
And then the other
I'm
question,
not
I
gonna
know.
vote for something that I haven't read, so.
We got time.
Yeah, we've got.
and I reached out to Charlene down there, and she said that if when all of our funds or all the retirees die and there's no more collecting, the funds do come back to the Golden Gate Fire Protection District.
No, I do,
Yeah.
I remember you said that at a prior meeting.
I thought it was, but I wasn't sure, so we asked it again. So is there any other questions or concerns that I may not know the
That
answer
was my one and only.
to?
I like solvency.
Hmm.
Oh, no, it does say funds will be commingled for investment.
There you go.
I was like, I'm pretty sure we could figure that
There you
out. Yeah.
go. More the merrier.
Do we know what their rate is? And what they collect? And what their administrative fees are?
Oh, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but
I mean, it's not like we have another option. I was just curious how much money they take out of it for
Oh.
administration.
they do it very frugally. They don't gouge us.
Okay.
They do charge for everything. If you ask for more things or what, or if you ask for a study, they charge for the study, but they take that right out of your account.
And we did a study a couple of years ago, right?
Yep, we had a study a couple of years ago. Everybody got a 5% raise.
$15.
5%.
I remember it being $15. Is that 5%? Yes, it is. It's 300.
Yep.
All right, you two sign this,
Who
right?
needs to sign?
I think it's the two of you.
Okay.
That makes sense.
You're the president of the pension board.
Go ahead, find your spot and I'll sign it.
This says authorized signature.
Let's say you're authorized. Do we need to vote to approve that?
I think we do need to vote.
Okay, I move to approve the current agreement.
Contract. I'll second. All in favor?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll say aye too.
He said aye.
I said I.
I think that's it. And you,
She, need another signature.
okay.
She's the authorizer of the district.
Well, the governing body is our district, so we would fill
Okay.
out Golden Gate Fire
For the
Protection District.
Okay, so my name and president of the
Sure.
CWP.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
You have another item, the list of the retirees drawing a pension. Did someone want the actual names or I just
They're
asked if
right
it's
here.
me?
I just copied the agenda from the previous month,
Oh,
meeting, not knowing what else to put in, so.
well, I didn't,
Okay,
I don't know who asked for that. I had probably got a list in here somewhere.
that's okay.
I thought it was just you two. Is anybody else on it? Anybody else on the drawing? Is anyone else drawing? I thought it was just you and Garrett.
No, there's 8 of us.
Oh,
There are
oh,
eight, there are
okay.
eight.
Well, excuse
Yeah.
my ignorance.
If you look at the old pictures in the fire stations, you'll see all of us except one, he died.
There were
Chuck died.
9 and now there are 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Pension board meeting. Oh, you have something more, Dave?
Nope, that's it.
I had a question. So when it says that if a beneficiary passes, the funds are returned to the district.
No. If all,
Just like
If
yourself.
All the
all.
beneficiaries pass.
If all. pass.
Oh, okay.
When-
So are the funds, are they redistributed to the rest of you guys?
I think they go to the spouse gets some, right?
the spouse will receive half.
Okay,
If there's no spouse, then that just goes there and draws more money
okay,
because we don't get a raise or we don't get any of that.
okay,
It just sits in their pile and collects more funds
okay.
and interest. And then when we're all dead and gone, then you get the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious if we could just have it become a levelized spread to everybody else. I don't know if that's an option.
That's kind of the actuarial study. They forecast,
Mhm.
prognosticate how long everybody's got to go.
So they're assuming that they're gonna need those funds anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, copy.
The next, anything else, Dave?
I believe that's it. You got anything, Steve?
Next, pension board meeting to be determined,
February,
February.
February.
February, right?
Before the normal board meeting,
Yeah. Just
whatever
like,
date that is,
just like always. Fourth
Thursday.
Thursday in February. At 6:30. I'm assuming here.
That would be the 27th,
29th.
27th.
Yeah, okay. And, motion to adjourn.
I would read.
Motion to motion to adjourn the pension board meeting.
Second.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we've got 15 minutes before the board meeting starts.
All that are online, we'll go ahead and terminate this meeting and we'll start a separate recording here in a few minutes for the district meeting.